Hello everyone, welcome to another sports vlog. Got a lot to cover today. Got some football, some baseball, hockey, the usual. Let's get started. In football news, David Wilson, running back for the New York Giants, or I should say former running back of the New York Giants. His career has officially been cut short due to a neck injury. It's a shame. I really did. I'm not a Giants fan by any means, but I did like David Wilson. I thought he had a very promising career, and I thought, given the right amount of playing time, he could definitely make the best of it. He was a great kick returner. I remember, when I first saw him, I think my dad went and picked him up for his fantasy football team. It's really sad to hear that another career was cut short. I remember the Lions had a running back that just retired recently. Javid Best. Due to too many concussions, he had to retire early. It's a really sad thing to see. David Wilson, I'm gonna miss you, sort of. Like I said, I'm not really the biggest. I'm not really a Giants fan. Okay, moving on. I watched last night's Patriots Redskins game. New England got destroyed 23-6, but I'm not here to really talk about the game because it is just preseason, so not a lot of starters were used. There's not much point. But there is one thing I do want to cover in that game, and that is Ryan Mallett and Jimmy Garoppolo. Tom Brady didn't play at all. I didn't think he would. Darrelle Revis didn't play. Not a lot of starters played, as I said, but Jimmy Garoppolo and Ryan Mallett played. They're basically battling it out for the second string spot. And let me just tell you this, guys. Ryan Mallett, I watched this kid, when he was at Michigan, and then he transferred to Arkansas. He was really good. He was a good quarterback in college. I thought he had a decent shot at a good career in the NFL. But after seeing him yesterday, guys, I don't know. He looked awful. I don't remember what his stats were. I think he was like 1 for 1 for like 5 yards or something. I swear I saw some incompletions, so I don't know how he could have been, 1 for 1. He just didn't look good at all. He didn't get any touchdowns. He got sacked a lot of times, and he didn't look comfortable the least bit. Jimmy Garoppolo, however, Jimmy Garoppolo looked pretty good. Not perfect, but still good. Again, I don't remember his stats, but he made some big plays, and he actually got a touchdown. He got the only touchdown that New England got that whole night, and they screwed up on the 2-point conversion. It's preseason, guys. I'm not angry, but I'm really excited that football season is basically back. Just gotta wait for that season opener. I believe it is Seattle versus Green Bay. Definitely gonna watch that. All right, rocking the baseball jersey now. And I know I'm a little late on introducing this, but this is my hat, my new hat. My mom got it for me when her, my sister, grandma, and a friend of my sister's all went to Kings Island. And I really love this hat. Okay, so I'm sure we all know by now the Tigers signed Jim Johnson to a minor league deal. Jim Johnson, the guy was really good last year, and he was good in 2012. But this year, man, when he went to Oakland, he was terrible. His ERA shot up to like a 7, I think, and his whip was a 2.0. He's just awful. But the Tigers do need some bullpen help because, let's face it, Joel Hanrahan's probably not going to pitch for the Tigers at all. I don't see Luke Buchanan, coming back anytime soon, so I'm not counting on that. I think Jim Johnson could be a good bullpen pitcher, but he really has a lot of work to do. And if he can come in and, help the Tigers out, that would be perfect. Now I want to get into David Price's debut as a Tiger. He made his debut on Tuesday against the Yankees, and he pitched. He did really good, really good. He gave up a couple home runs, in total 3 earned runs, but he went 8 2/3 with 10 strikeouts. Couldn't have asked for a better, outing out of our new Tiger. Alex Avila was the hero of that game. Thank you, Alex. But I'm definitely looking forward to David Price being a Tiger, especially if he keeps pitching the way he pitched against the Yankees. It's going to be a big old smile on my face for a long time. Okay, this happened earlier tonight. The Detroit Tigers traveled to Toronto to face the Blue Jays in a 3-game series. I've been really looking forward to this game because I have some friends in Canada that I want to exercise some bragging rights on, and it looks like I'm off to a good start. The Tigers won game 1 in comeback fashion. JD Martinez got the ball rolling with a double, and Nick Castellanos knocked in a 2-run homer to make it 4-4. And then Eugenio Suarez came up and knocked in a solo shot, made it 5-4. And then Joe Nathan came in, got the save. Let me tell you how dramatic that was. Joe Nathan, he ends up walking Jose Bautista. Then he got the next batter, I forgot what his name was. He got him to fly out. Then he ended up getting the next guy out. So he has 2 outs. And then he ends up walking Colby Rasmus, I believe. I think it was Colby Rasmus. He ended up walking him. So then Francisco, I forgot his first name. I'm really sorry. He comes up to bat. And then Joe Nathan ends up walking him on 4 straight pitches. So the bases are loaded with 2 out, and it's a 1-run game. You have the tying run at third, the winning run at second. This doesn't look good. So then he faces Jim Thole, not Tomey. Thole, I believe his name is pronounced, but Joe Nathan faces him. Thole was abysmal that whole this game. He was like 1 for 4. Well, he ends up popping up in the foul territory left field. Rajai Davis, in his return to Toronto, comes in, makes a sliding catch, and ends the ball game. Rajai Davis saved Joe Nathan and saved the Tigers. And I am really happy. Just need San Francisco to come back and beat Kansas City, and the Tigers will have a 3.5-game lead in the AL Central. Thank you, Joe Nathan. You nearly gave me a heart attack. Still rocking this awesome hat, and now I'm rocking a hockey jersey. What's that mean? We're going to talk some hockey. Only got one more thing to cover, and this is actually the last thing I'm going to cover. I'm sorry, NBA fans. I know a big trade just happened between the Cavaliers and the Timberwolves. They sent Kevin Love to the Cavs in exchange for Andrew Wiggins and another player, and I think their first round pick for the 2015 draft. I just wanted to give that a little honorable mention. I don't really watch basketball that much, but I'm wearing a hockey jersey, so let's talk some hockey. Okay, former New Jersey Devils and Detroit Red Wings defenseman Brian Rafalski is being inducted into the United States Hockey Hall of Fame. Let me just say, Brian Rafalski, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated defensemen to ever play for the Wings. He's definitely not the best by any means. I think Nick Lidstrom and Vladimir Konstantinov, when they were playing, I think those two kind of hold that crown. But Brian Rafalski was a big part of the reason the Wings won the Stanley Cup in 2008. And he actually, in 2010, in the Olympics, the gold medal match between the United States and Canada, he scored the game-tying goal to send it into overtime, only to have Sidney Crosby score the game winner. I hate you, Sidney. I really do. I'm really excited. I'm happy to see Brian Rafalski getting noticed. Who knows? Maybe one day he'll be in the NHL Hall of Fame. Brian, congratulations. I love you and I miss you, and it's great to see you being recognized. Okay, guys, that's all I have for this week. Tune in next week. Hopefully I'll have some more topics to cover. Gonna have a lot of baseball to cover again because we got, I got a lot of baseball games to watch. Well, Tigers baseball. So I will be back. Hopefully, I can bring some more football and maybe some hockey news. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. If you like what you see and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. This is Cujo06241, signing out.